This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we'll tell you how the Hazleton area may be affected by the governor's proposed budget. Welcome to FYI News 13 here on SSPTV. I'm Ken Cara. Here's tonight's headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Old Man Winter has taken a toll on a popular event in our area. Charter Day, scheduled for this Sunday, March 8th at Eckley Miners Village, has been postponed due to a frozen water main affecting the museum building.
We're going to have to cancel because we do have some frozen water mains on site, and if we don't have running water in the museum, we're not able to have public programs. So unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel the event for this Sunday, and then we will look to postpone maybe in April.
And how severe has the winter been at Eckley?
Well, it's been a pretty tough winter. We've had lots of frozen water lines, lots of cold temperatures, but we're not the only ones that are suffering this year. So we all know how bad it's been.
Charter Day is the day the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission celebrates the transfer of the land that would become Pennsylvania to William Penn in 1681. All PHMC sites are open that day and free to the public. We will let you know when Charter Day is rescheduled at Eckley Miners Village. If you were held up behind a large piece of equipment being escorted by police cars near Walmart in Hazel Township on Wednesday, Adam Wilson, the chairman of Atlantic Coal, apologizes for any inconvenience, but he thinks that piece of equipment will help the company pave the way to a bright future in the area. Wilson believes the partnership between the local company Coal Contractors and Komatsu Mining Equipment is huge, maybe even bigger than the Komatsu PC3000 large hydraulic excavator that's now being assembled in Hazleton. The huge machine came in over 100 pieces from France. The largest piece, the main body, came on Wednesday and is so large it needed a police escort to get to Coal Contractors' property.
Basically, this is a PC3000 behind me. It weighs approximately 1,500,000 pounds, and the value of it is about $5 million, and it's got a 20-yard excavation bucket on it. It burns about 30 gallons of fuel an hour, and they use it for mining rock to extract the anthracite coal.
What sets this apart and makes it perfect for anthracite coal or for other things like that? What really makes this machine really worth it?
Well, basically it'll mine, there's about approximately a few hundred of them worldwide, mining anything from gold to oil sands up in Canada, anthracite coal in Pennsylvania, South America mining, in Chile mining copper mines. It's a well-built machine, and Coal Contractors, I was fortunate enough to strike a deal with Adam Wilson at Coal Contractors here to sell this machine to them.
We're very lucky to have a partnership with Komatsu. Really, they've stepped up to the plate and supported us. This is some $20 million now that they have invested alongside Coal Contractors into this plant. And this is really part of our expansion strategy, which we're hoping and you know, will involve Hazleton, hoping will provide a lot more jobs as we take more coal, more historic coal that's been here for hundreds of millions of years, and try and create more revenue, more jobs. You know, potentially we'll have to restore all these mines, so we're taking the old stripping mines, we're restoring them, we're looking to expand, and you know, we are delighted to be able to have Komatsu, who have stepped up to the plate and agreed to be a partner with us for that.
The large hydraulic excavator should be put together and ready to go in about 2 weeks. In other news, a traffic stop led to a foot pursuit in the snow and the recovery of a stolen gun. Hazleton police pulled over a 2002 Chevy Blazer for driving without headlights. It happened this morning just before 2 a.m. A passenger in the vehicle, 22-year-old Rich Florimond of New York, fled on foot. Officers tracked his footprints in the snow. He was taken into custody and found to be in possession of a stolen handgun. He faces several charges, including receiving stolen property and firearms not to be carried without a license. The driver of the Blazer was cited for several summary traffic violations and was released. State police are looking for a man who made off with over $300 in merchandise from an area store. It happened around 12:30 this afternoon at the CVS Pharmacy on North Church Street in Hazel Township. According to state police, the suspect began removing eyeshadow and eyeliner from a display, then crawled on the floor to the adjoining aisle where additional cosmetic items were allegedly placed in his jacket. Store employees approached him as he was leaving and were able to recover 4 bottles of nail polish. All total, the suspect made off with $375.50 $150 worth of cosmetics. He fled on foot toward Route 940, side of the Churchill Mall, heading towards Hazleton. The suspect is described as a very dark-skinned older male wearing a teal blue jacket with Denver printed across the back. He was also wearing gray sweatpants and sneakers and a blue stocking cap. Anyone with information is asked to call State Police at Hazleton at 570-459-3890. One man was taken to the hospital after fire broke out last night in a home on South Woodward Court in Hazleton. Firefighters responded just before 6 p.m. to a smoke-filled home at 95 South Woodward Court. One man was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton for smoke inhalation and later transferred to Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest for further treatment. Fire damage was contained to the second floor. While the home can be repaired, the American Red Cross was called to assist the two residents of the home. Officials are searching for a cause. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is looking to expand. The hospital is seeking a special exception from the Hazel Township Zoning Board to operate an oncology and infusion clinic at 388 Airport Road. The request was advertised in a notice published in the Standard Speaker. According to our media partner, the new facility would accommodate physician office practices and serve patients diagnosed with cancer and blood-related issues. The proposed clinic would be located near the hospital's Health and Wellness Center on the Airport Beltway. The matter will go before the zoning board on March 18th at 6 p.m. at the Hazel Township Commons building. Two items proposed in Governor Tom Wolf's budget are here in the Hazleton area. The first is a base for fighting wildfires at Hazleton Regional Airport. The Bureau of Forestry would like to see the base become a reality for planes that take off from the local airport to fight wildfires in the region. Second local project is a new state police barracks in Hazleton. The local barracks in the Valmont Industrial Park was last renovated 2 decades ago. State police have estimated that a new station, including design and land, would total $13.6 million. The fact that the two projects are listed on the capital budget means they are eligible for funding. However, such funding has not been approved. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania Senator John Udijak reacted to the governor's proposed capital budget.
Well, I'm pleased that for the first time in 4 years, we have a budget that will seriously take a look at our budget deficit, a structural deficit of over $2 billion, a budget for the first time that will tackle property tax relief for homeowners across Pennsylvania, particularly our seniors, and a budget that will focus on job creation. We have a budget deficit, a deficit in education investment, and a jobs deficit in Pennsylvania. Governor Wolf put forth a bold, comprehensive, and responsible plan today, one that will get a lot of debate and one that should get a lot of debate. We should get to work today, working for a future of Pennsylvania that taxes will come down for the middle class, jobs will be created, and our economy can get humming again in Pennsylvania.
The senator hopes that the property tax reform can stimulate economy growth and job growth for Pennsylvania. Coming up next, our series on the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress continues, and in sports, local professional kickboxer Chris Lindsay pays us another visit after another victory in the ring.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Each Thursday, we are pleased to talk about the progress being made in downtown Hazleton as part of our Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress segment. And today, we are very pleased to welcome two important people from Luzerne County Community College. To my right is President Tom Leary, and to my left is the Center Director for the Hazleton LCC, and that is Terry Moran-Bowder. Pleasure to have you both with us here today. I can't believe we were talking before we went on the air, and President Leary, 14 and a half years for the Hazleton Center across the street from our studios in downtown Hazleton. This is amazing.
Yes, it is. And first of all, thank you for the invitation and this opportunity to talk about the college. We have been here for 14 and a half years. I think we've had such a great impact on so many citizens of the greater Hazleton area, offering them the opportunity to pursue courses for self-enrichment, for improvement in competencies and skills in terms of jobs, and also to facilitate their transfer to a four-year college or university if that's their desire.
How have things changed since you opened the doors across the street 14 and a half years ago until today?
Well, I think some of the major changes is, I think, the technology as it has across society. But we are really invested and committed to making sure that our smart classrooms have the best technology for student learning. I think the services that we're providing, we've become more aware of the fact that students need assistance in some courses that otherwise they will not be successful, so we're committed to providing those services. And I think the staff at our Hazleton Center is so understanding and compassionate about student needs that they actually go out of their way to also address some of the outside concerns that students have. So I think we're, this great enterprise we have going on, I think it's just, I think it's certainly assisting the economic development of the city.
I totally agree with you, and whenever we need anything, we always can count on the Center Director, Terry Bowder. Terry, how pleased are you to see what is happening in downtown and to be part of it here in Hazleton?
Oh, I'm so excited about all of the progress that's been made so far with downtown revitalization. We're very pleased to be a part of it and excited to see what's going to be coming in the future.
Now, we were talking as well about the impact that this college has on the city of Hazleton. There are a lot of students that are in downtown Hazleton on a regular basis. So tell the people how many and what they're doing when they come down here for class.
People in the city don't realize that we have approximately 400 to 450 students every semester taking classes in the former Leader building. So we have many people going in and out of that building, spending money, buying lunch, buying different items downtown, using the businesses downtown, and pursuing their education. So we're very happy to be a part of the downtown.
Pleasure to have spoken with you today. Downtown Hazleton is growing, and so is Luzerne County Community College. And for more information about it, stop in and see Terry, check them out online, or give them a call today.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I had this really cool Tonka truck when I was little, and now it just seems stupid. Here's a truck at Cole Contractors in Hazleton, and it seems pretty good in the snow. Maybe pick one up for next year, next season. Let's check out our forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly clear. The low 1 degree. Wind chill will feel like -13. On the extended forecast, Friday, sunny with a high near 17, wind chill of -12. Friday night, the low will be 12, a partly cloudy night as well. Saturday, a slight chance of snow showers after 1 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 29. Saturday night, a chance of snow showers, slight chance, mostly cloudy with a low around 22. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 36, and Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low of 22. A new work week brings a mostly sunny day with a high near 38. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low around 23. Tonight's weather brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency. They have 2 locations to serve you, one in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue. The other one is in Nescopec on Broad Street. You can reach them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopec at 570-752-7689.
Well, the winter weather poses some travel hazards on a regular basis, but do you know the proper rules when you are traveling in such weather? Here to give us an update or a renewal of what we should know for driving in Pennsylvania is Pennsylvania State Trooper David Peters, who is also the Public Information Officer for Troop N in the Hazleton Barracks. Trooper Peters, I guess right now there is a steer clear law. I know we've talked about it in the past. Many people are not even aware that it exists. So tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, the law is designed to protect people off the side of the road, whether it's being troopers on a traffic stop, tow truck operators regarding a disabled vehicle or other emergency workers. And the law basically states that if you observe this, you are to move your vehicle from the right lane of travel into the left. If you cannot do that, then you should bring your vehicle down to a speed that's slow and reasonable that you can navigate around them without causing any further incidents there.
And do you find that a lot of people are not aware of this?
Yeah, you do find out a lot of people. I would say mostly you do see them move around when they see a traffic stop ahead of them, but not so much so when they see a tow operator or a yellow beacon, whether it's construction or any kind of work like that. They just tend to keep going.
Now, what are some other situations that state police would be able to pull us over because we're not following the law properly, or other police departments?
Well, I mean, it's February here in Pennsylvania, so we have a lot of inclement weather going on and constant changing conditions. One in regards to using your headlamps and your wipers. So if you're driving in any kind of inclement weather, regarding misty weather, fog, sleet, anything like that, if your windshield wipers are moving, even intermittently, your headlamp should be on to make you more visible to other operators on the road.
And if we don't do that, what do we face?
Well, a law enforcement officer can pull you over for just understanding the conditions that are out there and realizing that you don't have your headlamps working or your windshield wipers aren't working in conjunction with each other to make you more visible, he can pull you over for that and provide you with a citation.
A fine as well?
A fine as well.
All right. So that's hit them in the pocketbook, right? That's when they listen, when they hear that it's hitting them with a fine. Also, when we're out there traveling out and about, we're in a hurry, but our car or truck or whatever has snow and ice all over it. What is the proper way we should be driving?
We should always clear your car off. I mean, I've seen some creative people over the years where they create their own little periscope and just cut their little eyelids out there so they can see, which is very dangerous, not just for them, but for everybody else. I mean, when you're driving it, you should be the most focused as you possibly can, and if the weather conditions are bad, that should even heighten your awareness as well. So clean your windshields, clean all the snow and ice off your vehicle completely, because if you're driving down the road, you're increasing your speed. Sometimes that has the ability to remove itself from your car, go back, hit other people's cars, causing damage. That would be a traffic collision. If you should hit a pedestrian or someone like that and cause injury, you can see significant fines for that. You'll be held responsible for that.
All right. Very good information for everybody out traveling out and about. And if they want more information on the laws, best place to go?
You can check out sites on the PennDOT website as well as State Police website in regards to tips on driver safety.
All right. Trooper David Peters from Troop Ed in Hazleton, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Thank you, Lisa. If my numbers match here, I'm paying someone to scrape off my car from here on out. Pick 2, your midday Pennsylvania lottery number 02. Pick 3, 277. Pick 4, 1961. Pick 5, 23791. We'll talk with a local professional kickboxer next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Local professional kickboxer Chris Lindsay was back in our studio last week to talk about his latest pro fight at USKA Fight Night 3. The video of the fight is from futureofthegame.tv. Chris Lindsay had a big month of February. He moved to 3-0 as a professional Muay Thai kickboxer, and a week before the fight, his New England Patriots won the Super Bowl.
I went to a Super Bowl party at my friend Matt's house, and I couldn't eat much because it was 6 days before weigh-ins, but it was a good time. And that game, I was at the edge of my seat at the end of that game, and when that interception happened, we all just jumped up. We were all cheering for the Patriots.
I don't know what's more impressive, Chris winning his 3rd straight fight or the fact that he turned down a ton of food at the Super Bowl party, including wings. The Monday after the Super Bowl, it was back to work, getting ready for his fight with Spencer Grekowski.
He's a solid traditional Thai fighter. He's actually trained and fought in Thailand, so I knew he was going to be a tough opponent. Our styles are completely different. He's that traditional Thai, a lot of kicks, not a lot of punches, but kicks and elbows and knees. And I'm more of that boxing background, faster paced, pushing forward. So I knew he was going to be tough, and this was going to be a tough task. So I stuck to my game plan and just fought him how I needed to win.
To go along with getting ready for a talented opponent who trained overseas, Lindsay also had to deal with an injury that happened during training.
I actually had an injury for this fight, my elbow. I had to get shock treatments done on my elbow. It was stiffening up. I couldn't throw a jab right, so I was going for shock treatments twice a week just so I could take this fight. What's a shock treatment? I'm not even sure if that's the right name for it, but they put these things, these two things on it, and shocked my elbow.
So like actual electrical shocks?
Yes. So I was going for those, and we actually were training for me to switch my stance and find southpaw just in case the elbow wasn't working out. But I didn't really have to. I kind of switched a little bit just to mix things up in the fight, but I didn't really need to.
Lindsay says it was a close fight against Grekowski. In the first round, Lindsay got a cut on his nose, and he thought his nose was broken.
I made an adjustment after I got back from that round, and my nose was bleeding. After the first round, I don't think he hit me in the face afterwards. I started working more head movement, and that started to work out better for me.
Eventually, Lindsay would get the win by decision.
Me pushing forward and being the aggressor, as opposed to him, he was standing back a little bit more. That's the traditional Thai style, though. They're more laid back, and traditional Thai, it's more like shot for shot, where my style is coming in, pushing the pace more. And I think that's what won it for me.
At 3-0, Lindsay says he's getting more confident, but he still has a lot to work on. After 3 straight wins, I asked him if he has any superstitions.
That's actually funny because I switched my shorts up. for this fight, and I was thinking, I won 2 fights with these shorts on. Do I want to switch to a different pair? And I'm like, I'm not going to be superstitious, so I switched it up. I still won, so.
Lindsay says he may switch to straight boxing for a little bit to work on his hands, and he's not sure what's next for his pro career. For right now, he can enjoy a 3-0 record, another Patriots Super Bowl victory, and maybe even some buffalo wings. If you want to see the full fight and all of USKA Fight Night 3, go to futureofthegame.tv. They also have a ton of other great sporting events when you go to the website. Now let's check out our FYI standard speaker scoreboard. This is the Drums Middle School boys basketball team, and they are the Anthracite League champions for this season. They knocked off Valley 31-26 earlier in the week. Now Valley Middle School, they won the girls Anthracite League championship, beating Drums 32-28. The girls were perfect and 20-0 this season, and they won their second straight league championship. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Nashville recording artist Chad Reiner will be performing at the Tamako Community Arts Center Saturday, March 7th, beginning at 7 p.m. Tickets are $12 in advance, $15 at the door. For more information, just call 570-668-1192. Our next announcement, Cunningham United Methodist Church is inviting you to join them every Wednesday at noon during Lent for lunch at a small cost, a guest speaker, and Christian fellowship. Menu includes soup, beverage, and dessert for only $3. The church is located on Main Street. More information, just call 570-788-3960. And finally, the revitalization group Downtown Shenandoah Incorporated will be sponsoring a sausage and soup sale beginning at 10 a.m. on March 12th. Soup is $3.50 per quart and $2.50 per pint. Sausage is $3.50. All are welcome to order. For more information, just call 570-462-2060. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Mary L. Smith of West Hazelton. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. at the West Hazelton Trinity Lutheran Church. Friends may call at the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. And Joseph A. Delash of Hazelton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Timothy Williams of Ringtown. Timothy, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
So tonight we had huge trucks. We also had kickboxing. What a great newscast. If you missed any of it, you can go to ssptv.com to check it out. Until tomorrow, take it easy, everyone.